can no longer see the lights of the Iranian border shining down on us. And heading up, we're closing in on our first head wall objective.
A lot of people's lives were ruined from the Iraq War. But I think the biggest low for me was when I came home and questioned why I lived and those guys died. We all have to ultimately take care of our own healing process. And so that's where I wanted to go back. And I wanted to make sure that I rewrote a different ending for myself in Iraq. We arrived in Erbil to put up a first ski ascent and descent on Mount Halgurd, which is the tallest mountain fully in Iraq. Thinking about this and dreaming about this for a long, long time, and the whole team is here. Robin, she owns her own PR business. She's a mother of two, but she also got shot down over Fallujah in 2003. She has just the attitude of, I can go do it. Griff fought in Mosul as part of the United States Army Rangers. He's just a really great guy, incredibly intense individual. I knew he would be rock solid for this trip.
Most welcome.
Are you going to eat with us?
Yeah.
I signed up in 1996 for ultimately 12 years of military service. When I left 10 years ago, I felt like there was a lot of unfinished business. I wanted to stay and keep working with the community and the soldiers that I had been working with. I had to leave behind a lot of friends in Iraq, and there was a tremendous amount of guilt in leaving. And that guilt turned into fear, and it turned into frustration when I got home. I struggled with depression and adjustment and alcoholism and addiction. I was really suicidal. It took me a couple years to figure out even what path I wanted to start down on. I found that getting outside, time outdoors, was incredibly healing for me. So I came up with this concept to come back to all the places that I had been to war, to climb or ski or mountaineer. We wanted to see if Iraq could be a place that could hold beautiful memories for us. I know that there were people in Iraq who were shooting at me. I know there were people who were shooting at my friends that killed my friends.
Kurdistan, America. Kurdistan, America.
But I can't live with that amount of hate and anger in my life. Not anymore.
We're getting everything ready to go.
We have a ridiculous amount of gear.
And yeah, so it's the gear sort. It's like, why did I think back in the States that I was going to need this?
We need to be very careful not to go off the road until we get to the steeper terrain, which is not mined.
The whole area is landmined, so we see a road going up, but there's no way we can use it.
Where it would be easier for people to walk over in a lot of the places is where the landmines are, as a holdover from the Iraq-Iran war.
Up the road with 100, 150 pound sleds, I asked myself, why have I put myself through this? The first time I came here, I was happy to suffer alongside my brothers and sisters in war. But beyond that, I wasn't sure what we were suffering towards. Coming back to suffer for a goal that we chose to create, a lot of, I guess, the shadows, the anger, the fear, the frustration fell away.
Hey, can you hand me the bowl that is holding that coffee mug right there?
climbed up towards that summit ridge that modeled my own experience in war. I was worried about my friends. I was worried that there might be a misstep. And it's the first time that Robin or Griff have used crampons or an ice axe. And they're telling me that they haven't felt this nervous or this frightened since the last time that they were in Iraq. I didn't realize how much weight I was still carrying. And getting to the top of that summit ridge, I felt a lot of that weight dissipate. I found myself actually going back and picking up some of those memories. And because it's important to remember, it is important to remember the pain. You know, it started out selfishly. I need to go back to these places and rewrite my ending. I need to deal with my trauma. Maybe the same process of adventure could help heal wounds between countries and between communities. How many wars can we avoid entirely because we've also built up these bridges of cultural understanding? Like, these are the stories I'll share about Iraq now. Meeting Omar's dad, who was a Peshmerga for 40 years, says, you know, I've climbed Halgurd 100 times. Now I'm too old to do it. So I just go out and look in my binoculars and see the top. And now he and I have something more in common. We're not just warriors. We're mountain lovers. We love being outside, and we can share that too.